I'd like to call to order the regular scheduled meeting of the Elk Grove Park District for June 10th, 2021. Can we have a roll call, please?
President Cook,
Here.
Commissioner Biedke.
Here.
Commissioner Carlson,
Here.
Commissioner Walls.
Here.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Here.
Okay, next, item 3, approval of the minutes for the Committee of the Whole meeting of May 27th and the regular meeting of May 27th. All in favor of approving those minutes, say aye.
Aye.
It's a 5-0 approval. Communication, public communication, comments from the audience, we have none. Correspondence, any commissioners have any correspondence? Okay. Item 5, recommendations for acceptance and approval. 5A, I need a motion to approve the purchase through Sourcewell Joint Purchasing Cooperative of play equipment, play features, and swings from New Toys Leisure Products for the J.C. Park Playground Replacement Project, the amount of $185,620.
So moved. Second.
Okay, any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Biedke.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. Next item, I need a motion for approval of pay request number 10 from Fred Quinn Corporation, Construction Management Services for Fox Run Links Clubhouse and Maintenance Facility Project in the amount of $751,990,000.
So moved. Second.
Okay. And any questions on that? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
Commissioner Biedke.
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. And then lastly, I need approval, the purchase of Sourcewell Joint Purchasing Cooperative, a Porter Center roll divider curtain, and a Power Rib International Volleyball standards and Porter wall pads for H21 Group as part of the Heddendorf Gym project in the amount of $26,000.
So moved. Second.
Okay?
I have a question. Is it H2I or H21? Or does it not matter?
It's H21.
Is that roof tall enough for volleyball?
So is this just
Oh, that's
for
right, it's
volleyball?
sunken.
What, can you tell us a little bit more about what?
Yeah, so on the capital improvement plan, we have, I think it's overdue, but it's gonna be a nice improvement for the Heddendorf Gym. We're gonna do a new floor, which I'll come back to you guys later for the, I gotta go out to bid for that, but it'll be a brand new floor. It'll be a floor like the one in multipurpose gym.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do, I don't know if you guys remember, we did the hoops last year. Mechanical hoops, so that was a nice improvement. So this is gonna be a nice curtain. We're gonna get rid of the old curtain that you kind of pull around, and then there'll be new volleyball standards and wall padding that needs to be replaced. So it'll be a really nice improvement to that gym.
And between you and Brad, does it come out of the Sheila Ray budget, athletics budget, preschool budget, or Heddendorf budget, or is it just capitals?
This is a
randomly?
capital project. This for capital funds.
Okay, any other questions? We have a motion and a second. Can we have a roll call?
Commissioner Walls.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Yes.
Commissioner Biedke.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson.
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. Okay, item 6, items for information. Leisure service updates, Tiffany? Tell us what's going on. And especially what's gonna be going on once we open up on Friday completely.
Okay, sorry if I'm a little hard to hear. So the Sheila Ray Adult Center is currently at 213 members, so we're inching closer to our pre-COVID number, which was around 260. In May, the center hosted its first monthly luncheon of the year with 21 members in attendance, and in May, we serviced 716 drop-ins. For aquatics, Rainbow Falls memberships are at 1,611 in total, and the park hit the maximum capacity at 60% by 2 p.m. on both Saturday, June 5th and Sunday, June 6th. On-site membership sales are higher than ever this year, selling 10 splash passes and 501 memberships on-site total since June 1st. Aqua Membership Appreciation Night is this Sunday, June 13th from 6:30 to 8:30 at Rainbow Falls. So we're encouraging all of our members to come out and enjoy the park and having it to yourselves. For art programming is continuing on an upward trend. We had 28 total registrations for the month of May in Art Club, Kids Painting, Craft Workshop, and Pizza and Paint Night. At Audubon Skate Park, the private lessons are continuing to increase. We had 18 total private lessons in May, which was 10 more than the previous month. In dance, we just concluded with our end-of-year recital, June 1st through the 4th, and we were showcasing 20 of our award-winning competition pieces. For the show, we sold 617 tickets total, and there was over 1,000 virtual views on the live stream. And summer dance camp and classes start June 14th, and there's still time to register. For early childhood, the last week of May, we held graduation ceremonies for our 64-year-old preschool graduates, and we had end-of-year celebration for all of our 3-year-old preschoolers and their families. Registration for the 21-22 school year is underway, and we already have 119 registrations to date, surpassing this year's numbers. At the museum on the 15th, we held our first ever gardening at the farmhouse event with 23 people in attendance. And Grace has the new Shooty Homestead exhibit opened, and that started on May 15th as well. On June 14th, EGTV will be on site to film a program about the temporary exhibit, and it's scheduled to air in July. At the Pavilion Fitness Center, our current membership total is at 1,700 with 30 new members in May. Check out our new Group X schedule with new programs and additional 8 a.m. classes based on demand. Pavilion Fitness staff filmed a workout with the USA Track and Field team. The athlete's name was Rodney Rowe. This workout will be aired on USATF Facebook page on Wednesday, June 16th at 11:15 Central Time. Pirates Cove had a successful opening weekend with 70 more admissions over this Memorial Weekend than 2019 Memorial Weekend. Party groups and rentals have begun to book, and we have our first entire park rental scheduled for June 18th. On the front of rentals in the month of May, the rentals team booked 25 new carousel parties as far out as June 2022, 15 new Pirates Cove parties, including 2 entire park private rentals, 22 Rainbow Falls birthday parties, and 19 camp groups that are not Elk Grove Park District camps. For school care programs, in May, Kids Club Camp had 64 registrations, and Kids Club had 548 total registrations. And the last day of the school year was May 27th. Registration is now open for those programs for the 21-22 school year. Special events, we have our first movie in the park coming up on June 18th at 8 p.m. It's going to be at the Pavilion grounds, and the movie showing is Trolls World Tour. This is a free event for the community. It's a first come, first served basis as far as seating goes. For youth athletics, travel soccer completed their tryouts in May, and registration is now open for our recreational soccer league. Registration is also open for flag football, tackle football, competitive cheer, and sideline cheer. Travel baseball is hosting an all-ball bonanza at CAP this coming Saturday, June 12th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in conjunction with house softball and house baseball. And that concludes my report.
Okay, so, the pavilion now is, open, no masks? Is
I'm
that-
sorry, well, I missed it
I'm
because I
sorry.
coughed.
The pavilion, fitness center, there's no mask required, is that correct? If you've been vaccinated? People
So,
can you just give updates on the,
yeah, or an update on the masks.
yeah,
So, outdoors for anyone, masks are optional.
okay,
Indoors, if you've been vaccinated, you do not have to wear a mask unless you're at preschool or camps working with youth ages 11 and under.
okay. And the locker rooms are fully open, and showers, and what about the outdoor pool? Is that completely open as far as you don't need reservations? or-
Correct, yes, we removed the reservation systems a few weeks back, and then everything will be open 100% capacity per guidelines as of Friday.
Okay, Fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Can't wait.
I think it is worth
Yeah.
noting, Bob had mentioned it on social media, and I saw it, some of the longer lines at Rainbow Falls. I think the public needs to know that it wasn't because we're not capable of processing people efficiently. We hit our capacity limits, and that's what's gonna happen. So, you know, it's easy to fill up 60% of the pool when it's 90 degrees, and with 100% capacity, I don't think people will see that this weekend.
Correct. Come out to Rainbow this weekend, please.
Yes, it's fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Parks and Planning, Ben?
President Cook, can you combine that with
What?
my
E?
executive, yeah, so,
Okay, so B and
Just-
E,
just
Executive
wait.
Director update and Parks and Planning
yes, please.
update.
You wanna wait?
Take it away.
You want me, I'll go, okay. A PSA, public service announcement for Saturday. We have the Haddendorf Park grand opening from 10 a.m. to 12. So come out. It's a fabulous park. It was helped funded through OSLAD grant, and we're really excited about it. It's got a ton of different things out there for all ages. So please come out on Saturday from 10 to 12. Couple project updates. Clark Park Tennis Court Lights has kicked off. The project completion will be towards the end of June. So you'll start to see some work out there in the next couple of weeks. We also had some disc golf improvements, so anyone that a disc golf will notice around the goals. We did field turf and new baskets, so that should be pretty exciting for those users out there. JC Park Playground is going to be one of our largest, or the largest playground that I'm a part of at the Elk Grove Park District, so we're pretty excited about this. Thanks to the commissioners in opening up the budget for that, we're really excited. That one will start August 1st, and probably a substantial completion in the fall. And that will replace both the 2 to 5 and 5 to 12. And then the last thing is the RBF Rainbow Falls inline rink improvements are complete. We're going to be setting up the pickleball nets tomorrow, and we will be working on setting up leagues and demos and all kinds of stuff with staff. So come out and play pickleball starting tomorrow, Friday.
Where do they go to sign up for the court? Do they go to Rainbow or do they?
You don't need to sign up. It's
First
open.
come, first
It's
served.
open
Is
play.
everyone there?
There's
Okay.
6 pickleball courts, I should mention. Yeah,
Okay.
it's open play.
And if you want to schedule it, can you schedule a certain time, or do you want to reserve it?
No, because we're kind of treating it like tennis courts.
Okay.
So if it's open, go ahead and use it. There's 6 courts, unless there's a program going on, or a tournament. We're treating it just like tennis courts, open to the first come, first served.
Okay.
That concludes my report.
Okay, fantastic. Business service updates, Brad?
Yeah, follow up with what Tiffany said. I want to thank her and her staff. Obviously, due to the COVID mitigations, our staffing numbers are lower. They onboarded nearly 400 people to start the summer season. And along that lines, I also like to thank my staff in HR and IT and safety as well for all of the training and onboarding that occurred in a very short period of time. So thank you to all the staff that played a role. Likewise, I'd like to thank the golf course staff. Jeremy and his staff is doing a great job. Obviously, there's been a lack of rain so far this year, which is great for the golfers. They've done a great job of keeping up the standards at the golf course, despite the extreme heat and conditions. So I'd like to thank him and his staff as well. That being said, if you're out there watching and are looking for a job or know someone that's looking for a job, we are still looking for multiple positions: camp counselors, grounds maintenance, lifeguards, etc. So please visit our website and apply. That concludes my report.
Okay, thank you.
Was any of staff
Questions?
aware of the driving range being closed? I had a couple people say they drove in there and the parking lot was coned off once or twice over the last couple weeks.
The parking lot was closed
They
off.
could not enter the facility because, and I made a guess that MWRD was doing something or something was going on out of our control, but it was physically unable to get in there.
So we did have an incident there one day where they did close the facility for, it was a brief period.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head. But
All right.
that was a short, brief time, so,
Maybe it was just a coincidence,
Correct,
that's when
yep.
they said they tried a second time, but I don't have the dates.
I mean, we do,
Okay.
and then we do close early on Mondays for mowing, so they can clear the range and stuff,
Okay.
so. Could have just been an unfortunate coincidence on the timing.
Any other questions for Brad? Okay, marketing update, Kelly Carter.
Okay, thank you. So Tiffany touched on some of our great programs that we have going on this summer, and if you want to get some more information about that, we have a printed program brochure available at the Hattendorf and at the Pavilion to pick up to find out more details about all of our summer programming. We also have a printed copy of our camp brochure, so those can also be picked up at the Pavilion if you'd like to, try to get your kids into some great camp programs. Another way that you can connect with us this summer is through social media. Often we try to post at least 3 times a week on our various Facebook platforms, and we have Facebook pages for various facilities. So we have a general Elk Grove Park District Facebook page, which has over 4,500 followers on that page. We've got a Pirates Cove page, so you can go to Facebook, Pirates Cove Children's Theme Park, with over 8,700 followers on that. And Rainbow Falls has over 5,000 on their page. So Rainbow Falls has a Facebook page. And our museum, our Elk Grove Historical Museum, they do an outstanding job with their Facebook posts, and they have over 500 followers. And so if you have an opportunity, if you're not a follower on any of these platforms for social media, it's a great way and a great resource for you to, friend any of these areas, and you'll get really up-to-date information of what's happening in these various facilities. And if you are a follower and you can just click that share button, then you can spread the news about all the wonderful things that are happening at the Park District, and that just helps us expand the reach and what's going on here. So I just, want to thank you for following us on social media, and, pick up a brochure when you're in the facility, or if you'd like to call us, we can send one out to you for all of our summer programming. That concludes my report.
Any questions for Kelly? Okay. Old business, item 7. Any of the commissioners have any old business? Or staff? No? New business. Item A, adoption of ordinance 421, an ordinance authorizing directing the sale, transfer, and conveyance of certain used personal property. I need a motion
So moved.
for that.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Biedke,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wells,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. And next is appointment of Executive Director Ben Curcio as the Elk Grove Park District Representative to the Northwest Special Recreation Association Board.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Ben, you want to tell us your qualifications and serving on this board?
Extensive NWSRA, and it does a fantastic job, and I'm gonna try to get Tracy to come here once to, she does just such a wonderful job as the executive director of NWSRA. It's a great program, and they through this whole COVID, you realize that, the challenges that parents have, and they just do a really, really good job. And I'm proud to be part of the board, so I can hear the really good stories and how they touch people and help people. So it's a really good program.
We appreciate you stepping up and volunteering the portion of money that we give to the NWSARA is quite a bit, and so it's nice to see that not only you're interested in them, but also that overseeing how the money is being spent there as well. So, thank you. Any other comments or questions regarding Ben? Got a motion and a second. Roll call.
Commissioner Biedke,
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wells,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
And item 9, payment of the bills. Moving along here. I need a motion for payment of the bills for May 27th, 2021, the amount of $237,463.13. For June 3rd, 2021, in the amount of $167,036.95. And for June 4th, 2021, the amount of $121,500.
So moved as presented.
Second.
Okay, any questions? Roll call?
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
Commissioner Wells,
Yes?
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes,
President Cook, I do have one small old business that I forgot.
sure.
We ran out of time at our committee of the whole, but Ben mentioned it a little bit. When we were talking about the golf course, clubhouse, and maintenance building renovation, I did mention to Ben, is this the time to look at least one light structure? We have our illuminated parking lot, and is it time for us to at least see what the potential is or the gains while we have all these contractors out there to add one light pole? Not saying how many lights are on the pole, which direction it's gonna illuminate, but more towards a clubhouse, so it could be a little bit, at least all the way through October, to see what the pricing is and if there's any value to it. So I didn't want to tell him to start looking at it. I wanted to have 3 commissioners to come to a consensus that can we look at this, or should we be looking at this if they're entertaining, trying to bring some bands out there or special events or more pig roasts or whatever the topic may be. Is it time to look at adding some lights off the parking lot and into the actual golf course area?
Lights and electric even for
Correct.
hooking up. If we're gonna have that screen out there, I know that's a generator.
So I wanted to see, like I said, it would've been nice to talk about it at the committee of the whole, but we don't have to talk about it, everything on air, but just kind of give a consensus to look at that. So I'm looking to see if 2 other commissioners at least want to think about what the cost could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to check it out. I know we had talked about using that screen out there. And like I said, even though there's a generator, if there's power run out there, along with the lighting, as far as even decorative lighting, you're sitting there, if it's open at night, you know.
And I was also thinking, even with that new $100,000 trailer that we have, that if you're gonna bring
Right.
that over there for any special events, it'd be nice to have some lights that may add to the enjoyment of that particular evening.
On that regard, I would highly suggest we do some sort of electrical way down there as an easy hookup for that generator. Or no, you don't need it.
You don't need it.
Because it is a generator.
Yeah, you don't need anything.
Do
You
you
don't
have to
need-
use the generator, or can you use power?
You don't have to, but why not? You know what I mean? So you can place it wherever you want to.
Well, you wouldn't have the noise of the generator. I'm saying,
Yeah.
if you knew where you're gonna have it, you're probably gonna know where, you're probably gonna put it out there.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to use a generator, but we're placing it for the movie nights, obviously. we
Yeah,
need
right.
to.
Well, yeah, we want that flexibility, but
Right.
if
Yeah.
you know a location that you
Sure.
can use it, that's on our own property,
Well, you'd put one on the pole. You'd put an outlet on the pole.
right.
I get it.
And I know we had talked at some point about maybe having lighted golf out there for 3 or 4 holes. That's something separate, that's not what
That
talking-
is correct. That would be something separate. That,
you're talking
you
this.
wanted, this is something that, yeah, more towards
Just
the
the clubhouse.
clubhouse, to illuminate the clubhouse, or an area that we find suitable for where we're gonna have some events
Right,
at the new clubhouse.
okay. So is that possible to have that looked at then fairly?
Yes, absolutely. Night putting.
Exactly, all kinds of things.
When we go to illuminate 1, 9, 10, and 18, I'm gonna be missing that meeting.
Okay. Any other old business? So I think you got your consensus to
Okay.
look into it.
Well, it's actually Ben then now.
Ben's got the consensus to
Yeah.
look into it.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
come back to us. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other old business we missed or new? Okay. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We'll do a roll call, I guess. Please.
Commissioner Wells,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley,
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi.
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson,
Yes.
President Cook.
Yes, this meeting is adjourned.